2026 Mazda CX-80 Specs, Price, Review. The Mazda CX-80's efficiency, versatility, and second and third row rear seat space are excellent regardless of the six-cylinder diesel or plug-in hybrid variant. Given the company's objective of premiumizing the car, the pricing isn't too aggressive. Family customers can enjoy much if they can afford it. 2026 Mazda CX-80 redesign and update plan. Exterior and interior. The Mazda cabin is well designed and user-friendly. Its digital interfaces are beautiful despite competitors' more customized and adaptable ones. The CX-80's interior is well built, with attractive materials and a good array of colors and trim levels to suit different tastes. The seats and dash of the two higher trims are lined with smooth leather, but there aren't many delicate, scratchable parts that may be harmed by youngsters or dogs. Superior quality. Though the Homura's black and brown color scheme is sumptuous, the Takumi model's bright and airy white leather finish, blonde wood inlays, high-gloss metal look trim, and textured materials may seem too delicate for a family hauler. Its basic look isn't extremely original, and it might not have the same degree of coolness as competitors like the Hyundai Santa Fe, but the build quality and craftsmanship are good. A 12.3-inch central display and a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster are standard on every CX-80. It's vital to note that the latter does not have a touch screen. Instead, Mazda loves to peruse its infotainment menus utilizing a rotary dial positioned on the center console. However, Alexa, the built-in virtual assistant from Amazon, can handle the air conditioning, radio, and navigation systems in the car in addition to third-party applications like Spotify. Standard features include cordless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Although there are two 6-seater versions available, the CX-80 ships with 7 seats as standard. These take the place of the second-row bench and come with 2 captain's chairs and a console with additional storage and cup holders, or an open walk-through section between them. The second row offers abundant of room, as well as specific passenger temperature settings and USB-C charging connectors for their equipment. The third row of seats is easily accessible thanks to the huge apertures provided by the big rear doors. In contrast to many 7-seat SUVs, the rearmost seats in this vehicle give considerable head and legroom, making it acceptable for adults up to 6 feet tall. Although it's a little gripe, we discovered that the third row seats are shallow, which caused our legs to be somewhat lifted from the seat bases. For those positioned at the rear, the different sets of cup holders and air vents are a useful touch. When all of the seats in the CX-80 are folded flat, which is a quick and straightforward action that requires pulling straps on the backs of both seats, the boot capacity grows to 687 liters from 258 liters when all of the seats are in position. The CX-80 can store up to 1,221 liters of goods when all seats are folded down, or 1,971 liters if you fill it all the way to the top. The 2,500 kilograms maximum towing capabilities of the CX-80, which is applicable to both diesel and plug-in hybrid models, is something Mazda is anxious to promote. In addition, the car's camera system features a function dubbed trailer hitch view that makes it easier for drivers to attach a trailer while they're alone. A unique driving mode for towing optimizes the AWD system to boost straight-line stability while compensating for the greater weight of a trailer. 2026 Mazda CX-80 Specs. Engine and Performance. The Mazda CX-80's packaging plays a vital role in differentiating it distinct from the rest of the other vehicles it will battle in the sales race. Its technical arrangement, which sets the engines longitudinally or lengthways and predominantly drives the rear wheels alone, is significantly more in line with the aesthetics of real luxury competitors like Mercedes and BMW. This not only makes for a more sophisticated appearance, but it also impacts the engines that Mazda has built particularly for it. That's why the CX-80's diesel engine is a comparatively massive 3.3-liter straight-six, rather than the more normal transversely mounted 4 cylinders found in its mainstream opponents. This is made possible by a 48-volt mild hybrid system, also known as M-Hybrid Boost by Mazda, which employs a tiny 17 bhp electric motor to aid the engine both at low speeds to boost economy and when it is starting to drive away from a stop. It can reach 62 miles per hour in 8.4 seconds with 251 horsepower and 550 Nm of torque. This translates to some reasonable on-road performance, and the flawless torque distribution ensures that the CX-80 goes along without ever feeling pressured or hurried. The advantage is an added degree of delicacy to the driving, which makes anything carrying the Mazda brand appear less like a BMW X5. The engine and 8-speed automatic transmission aren't nearly as smooth or well-tuned as those of its high-end German counterparts. But for the price range, its engine is fantastic. The 2.5-liter four-cylinder gasoline engine in the plug-in hybrid Mazda CX-80 substitutes the inline-six with a substantially more potent 173 horsepower electric motor, which is driven by a 17.8 kWh lithium-ion battery. This is a bit more traditional way. A considerable amount of the CX-80 PHEV's 323 horsepower and 500 Nm of torque are produced directly by the e-motor. As a result, the 2-ton SUV can travel from 0 to 62 miles per hour in 6.8 seconds. Although this model has a considerably faster turn of speed and more exhilarating performance overall, the plug-in hybrid's transition between gasoline and electric engine isn't as fluid as it is in other rivals' vehicles. Additionally, there is a tiny whining from the electric motor, and if you ask for a lot of power when the car is in ordinary driving mode, it may become jerky. The electric motor only acts as a source of extra power and torque in sport mode, which successfully smooths things out by depending on the gasoline engine to move the wheels. The CX-80 has a double wishbone front suspension system and a multi-link rear suspension system that, according to Mazda, has been tuned for comfort and stability. It also incorporates the Kinematic Posture Control (KPC) system, which is taken from the Mazda MX-5 race vehicle and is meant to decrease body movement when cornering. This SUV's balance and handling should improve with the rear-drive chassis, which is an added advantage, while it's not a full win. The precision handling and general steadiness of the CX-80 make it look very much like a Mazda, but this comes at the price of an unstable ride, even on quiet roads. Even with its relatively tiny 20-inch tire size, the CX-80 may regularly be rocked by minor bumps at moderate speeds, resonating through the cabin. On the other hand, we don't think the handling is worth the trade-off for the purpose of the ride because it's decent rather than outstanding. 2026 Mazda CX-80 Fuel Economy. Whether purchasing through a corporation or directly, consumers have a fair choices with both a plug-in hybrid and diesel engine available. Mazda devised a fantastic new approach called DPSI, distribution-controlled partially premixed compression ignition, which utilizes a unique egg-shaped combustion chamber to give improved fuel combustion, in order to make its existing diesel engine as clean and efficient as possible. The diesel CX-80 may now earn up to 49.5 mpg, according to the manufacturer, owing to the inclusion of a 48-volt mild hybrid system. On the other hand, the CX-80 PHEV promises an official fuel efficiency of up to 176.5 mpg and a 37-mile pure electric range on a single 17.8 kWh battery charge. It should take roughly 2.5 hours to completely recharge the battery using a regular 7 kW home wall box. Unlike the new Skoda Kodiaq, the CX-80 PHEV lacks DC rapid charging functionality. It does, however, come equipped with an EV mode that lets it to function for as long as possible without using the engine and a charge mode that makes sure the battery preserves a specified amount of charge for utilization during a trip. 2026 Mazda CX-80 Safety Features. Although the CX-80 has not yet obtained a Euro NCAP rating, its sophisticated active safety suite is designed to win it a 5-star certification. With the CX-80, Mazda is adding a few additional safety measures. These include cruising and traffic support, which may intervene if the driver stops reacting, and upgraded smart brake support, which incorporates head-on collision prevention. Blind spot monitoring, cruise control, lane keep assist, traffic sign recognition, and driver attentiveness alert are among the numerous safety features that come standard. The CX-80 includes a 360-degree camera that comes with the previously stated trailer hitch view and a see-through view to help in maneuvering in limited places and urban streets. Mazda has a great track record of dependability as well. In our most recent Driver Power Customer Satisfaction Assessment, the brand scored 7th overall. 2026 Mazda CX-80 Release Date and Price. In 2024, there is a variety of alternatives for people wanting an inexpensive, 7-seat SUV that is suited for a family. The issue is in understanding how to stand out. Although many people endeavor to do so, they typically fall short. Conversely, Mazda has proved its ability to pursue its own path with the release of its first 7-seat SUV in the UK. For the time being, the new Mazda CX-80 joins a class that includes the incredibly modern-looking Hyundai Santa Fe and Kia Sorento, as well as a few relatively smaller competitors like the Skoda Kodiaq, Seat Terraco, and Nissan X-Trail. We'll go into greater depth about the reasons behind this later. With a starting price of £48,920, the Mazda actually undercuts both of the Korean counterparts. This is for the base-level exclusive line model, which nonetheless features some nice options including 18-inch alloy wheels, leather seats, and tri-zone automatic climate control. Above this comes the £52,070 Homura, which boasts a black 20-inch wheel design and darker trim for a sportier appearance and feel. It also comes with a plethora of other features. At £53,020, the top-spec Takumi has a more noticeable luxury car-leaning due of its light-colored interior and more chrome embellishments. A Plus pack is available for both the Homura and Takumi, providing luxuries including adaptive headlights, a panoramic sunroof, and privacy glass tinting for the rear windows. The corresponding pricing of these models are £54,720 and £55,670. All of the pricing stated are for the standard plug-in hybrid model. An extra £2,500 will buy you a 3.3-litre inline 6-cylinder diesel option. But most of the UK sales are predicted to go to the plug-in.